we've been really, really touched by just the outpouring of, I guess, of gratitude for what Dad did for TV in this country. I mean, I've noticed his name is trending on Twitter, and I think the saddest thing would have been if he passed away silently with no response. But from what we've seen, it's just been very heartwarming. We've seen that every time the show has been repeated, it gets repeated once every 10 years or so, and then it picks up a whole new generation of followers and new kids that enjoy it. And I know there are even now kids who are 6 and 7 years old who still appreciate a show that was made in the 60s. I mean, it's just lovely to see how many people enjoy it.
Well, let's bring in Nick Williams. He's chairman of the Gerry Anderson fan club. Fanderson, he's on the line now. Nick, good to talk to you.
Hi, Jeremy.
What's not to like about Gerry Anderson's great productions? I mean, an amazing legacy.
Absolutely, and I think from reading the comments online that are kind of building through the afternoon, what people are being is very positive and saying, yes, okay, it's sad news. Obviously, it's devastating for the family, but Gerry's left us with the most amazing legacy in his film and TV shows.
What sort of first got you hooked? What was it you liked about his particular style?
Do you know, I really can't remember. All I know, I can't remember a time when a Gerry Anderson production wasn't part of my life. I can remember, 4, 5 years old, getting the Lego out and building Thunderbirds vehicles and reenacting episodes that I'd seen on TV. I don't know what it was particularly, other than at that age, probably very exciting, action-packed adventures. Of course, as I've got older, I've come to appreciate the great characterisation that's part of it, and good stories about people, even though they're made of fiberglass, people you actually care about, which certainly for a lot of kids' shows in the 60s was quite a rare thing.
I mean, now we've got such sort of sophisticated offerings that, these sort of animations and cartoons and so on have the benefit of computer-generated images and so on, that they perhaps Gerry Anderson's offerings look a bit crude, but in a way they've lasted pretty well, haven't they?
They have, absolutely. Every so often there are rumours that people are going to paint the wires out off of the puppets and things because it dates them and they just don't look very sophisticated. But actually, that's not important. You get drawn into the story. It's the story. It's the characters. It's the action. It's not the fact that it's a bit of fiberglass hanging from tungsten wire. Once you get drawn into it, you forget all of that. It really isn't important.
And to think that it was all created in the Slough Trading Estate with sort of quite simple models and so on. I mean, it's amazing what a wonderful fantasy world millions of kids disappeared into.
Absolutely. And, I was working in Slough recently, and from the office I could see the studio buildings, and the people I was working with had no idea this was created on their doorstep. Which is just amazing. And I think that's the sad thing, that, Gerry hasn't had the recognition of, say, a Walt Disney or George Lucas with Star Wars, and yet his creations are absolutely up there, as imaginative and as thrilling as any of those from, I'm not dissing Walt Disney or George Lucas, but Gerry's right up there with those guys.